What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be 5 things that I love about this BMW F30 3 Series 320D. Enjoy the video, guys. So I have this car for the weekend. I've already had it for a day. I'll be having it for another day, and there's 5 things that I can think of that I've already picked up that I really like about this car, and it really goes to put some good points forward as to whether or not I should go ahead and buy this car, or whether I should buy the previous series, which is the E90. And yeah, here's 5 things that I love. Okay, so the first thing is this car is pretty quick right from the factory. So top end, they say, is around 190 horsepower. And this car is not a 5 Series. I've had a 5 Series in the past. That was obviously a great deal heavier. But that amount of power for this car is pretty good, and it's actually very quick for a 2-litre diesel. Now, if you was to remap it and, you know, take it to like 230, 240 brake horsepower on the top end, that would just, you know, that would make this a very quick car for a 2-litre diesel. So the power straight out of the factory is very good. Another thing is just how economical this car is. If you're buying, you know, a 2-litre diesel, you generally get the best blend between power and economy. Now, I've already said that this car, is a very quick car from the factory, and the economy is just there to match it as well. So it's just perfect if you're doing a lot of miles, particularly motorway miles, because you can just put it in efficient dynamics mode, and you will be averaging around 60 miles to a gallon if you're just going about 70 on the motor, which is pretty damn good. And to have that power if you need it, you can't really complain. So you'll be saving money on fuel, and you just really can't compete with those sort of fuel efficiency figures, can you? Okay, so another thing that I love about this car is actually this steering wheel. Now, the BMW steering system, the steering racks are very good in general. They're very direct. You don't have much play in the steering. But when it comes to the actual steering wheel, you want something which is going to feel secure, which you can get a good grip on. And now this wheel is pretty chunky, so it's not, you're not feeling like you're steering a bus. So it's very planted, it's very thick, it's very chunky, and it's it's just what you need, really. I like how all the buttons are within reach, so you can reach all of them with your thumb. Depending on which button you need to press, you can reach them all with both hands on the steering wheel, so that's good as well. Another thing I love is the seats. These are M Sport seats, and they do feel sporty, but they also feel very supportive and comfortable as well. Obviously, you have the thigh rest that comes out. For long journeys, you can rock the seat back. You have these side bolsters that go in and out with this button there, so you feel very supportive, very fixed in if you want to go quick down the B roads, and it's comfortable for long journeys all the same. Okay, so the final thing that I love about this model is this heads-up display. So as you can see there, right on the windscreen, or as it appears right on the windscreen, you have the speed, you have the directions, any information you need to know, you can see right there. And that is possible from this heads-up display, which just sits down here and projects forward onto the windscreen. So you no longer, in theory, need to even look at the maps on the iDrive or your speed on the odometer. Everything you need to know, technically, is just projected onto the windscreen. So you don't even have to take your eye off the road to see anything that you need to know. which is obviously good, especially if you're, you know, driving on the motorway. You don't have to, and you know, you're going at high speed, you don't have to keep looking back and forth, which, you know, when do I have to get off? When do I have to get off? You know, am I keeping within the speed limit? Everything you need to know is on there, and it tells you, you know, if your cruise control is on, it tells you if you have a limiter on. Everything you need to know will be projected onto the windscreen there. So that is something that personally I would choose to have if I was buying the car new from the dealership.